Giri. Good morning, everyone. I take this opportunity to take you through the work we are doing on zinc trial, mainly zinc. So we did that work in both Bura and Hora. And of course, this work was brought about by the issue that schemes were being revived and they needed the resumption of crop production, and also due to challenges that were encountered as far as crop nutrition, salinity source, low agricultural skills, and poor crop performance, and low yields were concerned. Then why zinc trial? Because we were focusing mainly on identifying the challenge of zinc. This is because there were soil analysis which were carried out and indicated that zinc is lacking in the soil. It was done carried out by in Kali, and therefore we needed to confirm that, and of course we optimize productivity of water, enable farmers to service credits through increased production, and have some incomes, and of course serve as demonstration for farmers in nutrition of crop. So the objectives were to test the effect of N, P, and zinc fertilizers on maize yield, Bura, and Hora irrigation schemes, and also establish optimum levels of N and P and zinc fertilizers for maximum crop yields and income. Fertilizer zinc exists in the market, and I think most people may not be aware of that because it's not a major deficient nutrient in most of our soils. So we carried out that trial. We used variety pit 4, and we also remember, those who were here last year, we had also presented the same work which was done in the year 2011 to 12. And the combinations of the treatments were like this. The fertilizer efforts were this left one, but the major one is zinc, which is normally required in very small amounts. The rest we were testing the common efforts that we apply in the two areas. So the results in Bura, we observed that on effect of the three nutrients on plant growth parameters, there were no significant differences observed in growth parameters, that's plant height at 14 days after germination, and days to tarsal, and plant count at 28, 42, and 56 days after sowing, or days after germination. Then also at plant height at harvesting. High significant plant height differences were observed for P at 28 days after germination with those P values, and at 42 days after germination. Plant height at 56 days after germination, differences were highly significant. On the other parameters, that there were no significant interaction mean differences were observed at 2 and 3 way levels for the 3 elements in all parameters, in exception of the interaction between nitrogen and phosphorus for start count at 14 days after germination. Sorry for that, as is germination. And for P and zinc in days to silking, and also at 14 days after germination. This is the way the nutrients behaved on effect of plant height, and so we indicated there were no main significant differences as the efforts are concerned within the nutrient levels and the differences here were not mainly significant. That one of the plots in the field, and okay, when some of these major deficiencies you can see here were mainly being caused by nitrogen levels. On the effect of the nutrients on yield performance, that is, we were mentioning year number and also grain yield. We observed in Bura no significant effect on year number and yield, that's grain yield. Although, okay, there were some outliers which were not able to identify what happened, but generally there was no major influence as far as yield is concerned. On HORA, with the effects on growth parameters, we observed that no significant effect due to all treatments on plant stud count at 28 and 42 DAGs and plant height at harvesting. Then at the base to tassel, stud count at harvesting, plant stud count at 14 DAG and at harvest was significantly high, affected by phosphorus. High significant effect of P was observed on stud count at 28 DAG. Plant height at 28 for 256 DAG again was significantly affected by phosphorus application with the P values of 0. That is highly significant affected. That's 0.001. And N significantly affected plant height at 14 for 2 and 56 DAG. Okay, with those values of P. There was no significant interaction except for nitrogen and zinc on the stud count evaluation. And on effect of the three nutrients on maize plant, this is how the variations were behaving within P at the 0 and the second level and the third level of nitrogen and then P and zinc. Again, this was also the way the plant had behaved at the different days after sowing or days after germination. The effects of the nutrient on yield at HORA were different from what was observed in Bura, in that effect of P on ear number was significantly high, while there was significant interaction between nitrogen and zinc on ear number. And the effect of the three nutrients on grain yield was significant at the three values, which is clearly different from what is observed in Bura, and therefore giving an indication that the nutrients are limiting in that area. These were the way the nutrient combinations were behaving, and you can see the differences in significance. Again, it's also clear from here that applying different levels of nutrient also increased yield, and this is common in the three nutrients, which includes our main test nutrient, zinc. And as we said, there was interaction between P and zinc again, which is also critical to observe. This is the way nitrogen behaved, while these two behaved, and at this place we observed interaction. Now, from the results, there is indication that the soils of HORA had the nutrient reserves of within nutrient in Hora soils were inadequate, while crop response for N, NPMZ and zinc in Hora irrigation soils is high. So with that, we are concluding that zinc applied alongside nitrogen and P positively influenced maize growth in yield performance in Hora, while similar trends were also observed in the year 2011-2012. The trial, therefore, in Buda, out of what we observed this year and also last year, clearly indicates that there are issues that need to be ascertained, and therefore we are recommending that this be repeated to ascertain the findings. Zinc fertilizer application, therefore, can be recommended for Hora for the time being, because it appears it is limiting yield for sake of increasing farmers' yield performance. That is what we had for zinc fertilizer trial